years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Power football with the run. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Shields. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Duff. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Give to the back. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 4 over USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. This quarterback part of their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a scramble. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Oh, better look out! This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the move, it's Shields. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Snagged in the middle. It's Fuller. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Wolverines are flying down the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Rides the back on the option, the give. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Going for the marker on the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Unleashes it on the run. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to ride this running back. He breaks a tackle. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks.
Turning on the Jets. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Gives it on the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to pound their way in. Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 15 over USC. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll take it himself. Turning it on!
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the running back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Line is set on third down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Rush is on him. The throw. Got the back over the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Here's the handoff. No, he got loose. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
from inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Looking for a push on fourth down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's made. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Cooper. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just keep firing. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They'll start this drive from the 42. The give as they work on that clock. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.